Hello, welcome to week number 3. All right, we have the sound effects again. I forgot always about that. Let's see if we get our theme music playing. Oh, there it is. Oh, cut out. Technical difficulties. Oh, great. It's going real well so far. So anyway, welcome. Week 3, Distance Learning, AP Psychology. I hope you guys had a great weekend, nice 4-day weekend, although this is just kind of one long, awkward weekend as it is. So it is beautiful outside, although maybe we weren't hoping for snow, but it is actually pretty nice looking outside. And I don't think the snow is going to last too long. I'll predict it's gone by Friday, maybe Thursday, looking at the weather. We'll see how it goes. Anyway, so let's see what we got on tap for this week. AP Psychology. Here's a few things. 5 questions. 1 is, what are we doing this week? Good question. Last week we did, or we're supposed to have done, mod 60 and 61. A lot of you crushed it, got that out of the way. I think I put the quizzes on either Tuesday or Wednesday, and you just were like, boom, I'm nailing it. Some people didn't. Some people have already sent a message saying, hey, Mr. Fuller, can you repost that quizzes? Sure, we can do that. But please do make sure you're staying caught up, because it is going to become increasingly difficult if you are not. Okay. So really, you got to stay pretty present. As much as anything, this is going to be a test of your organization and work ethic more than anything else. So, but yeah, mod 60 and 61, I will repost that quizzes. This week we're doing mods 62, 63, and 64. That's again on intelligence and testing. And I would say, my very first thought was that we had covered all the content, and then I realized that this was in there too. And I would say there's a good chance that there will be some questions on something like testing validity. Is the test valid? Is it reliable? That sort of thing. And, as you try to keep these terms straight, just focus on, what is it talking about? So for a test to be reliable, you should be getting similar results every time. So as I try to think about how to explain that, if you took the ACT or something like that, a reliable test is going to show that the scores are going to be consistently what they typically are. So we shouldn't be getting one ACT like in the fall where everybody is getting 33s through 36s, and then in the spring everybody's getting 25 through 28s. That's not a reliable test. Okay. A valid test is going to be a test that actually is testing what has been learned. So, for example, you've taken classes where tests sometimes you're like, we didn't even learn this. Then it's kind of like, well, is this test valid? Right now, that's definitely a hard thing with our tests that we're doing. You're taking the quizzes. Is it a valid, am I really able to measure what you have learned? It's a little bit tougher because we're not actually in class learning the material. I'm giving you things like video resources and notes and stuff like that. Some of you are doing that, and others are just like, I'm just going to do the quizzes 4 times and then hopefully improve each time, and I'll get my score that way. So is that a valid way to measure what you've actually learned? It's a little bit gray right now with this online learning. Hopefully that makes sense. But definitely look through this stuff, because I would think that there might be a term or two on the AP exam, which is when again? May 19th. That's right, 1 p.m. May 19th. It is 2 FRQ questions. You have 45 minutes to do it. And yes, we are going to kill it. We're going to crush it. Believe me, it's going to be beautiful. Grades be updated. Yeah, today we're going to go through the grade book. It is basically a constant grind for me to update the grades, because people are doing things at all different times. So again, if you have a missing score and you've taken care of something, I didn't enter grades over the weekend. I'm not going to pretend that I did, but I will get on grades today. So be patient. A number of you have already emailed me and been like, hey, Mr. Fuller, this is something I did or didn't do. And, hopefully that's all getting resolved. Just know that I'm doing the best that I can. And I'm assuming that you guys are putting in the work. And if there's something that's, not matching up, just let me know and we'll take care of it. Okay. Today's assignment. This is it. This is today's assignment. Just watching this video, kind of mapping out the week. Like I said, we're doing mod 62 through 64. The notes are already online. I am trying to make it so I'm not bombarding you with emails, because I know right now your email box is getting filled every day. That is one piece of feedback that I've heard, not just from my class, but from all your classes, because every time teachers post something, you get an email. So you're getting like between, I would say at minimum 5 emails a day, and at maximum some of you might be getting about 25 emails a day. And that can be a little bit like, whoa, what's going on? So just go to the Google Classroom. Hopefully everything's there. Hopefully everything that I'm doing makes sense. If it doesn't, give me feedback. That's the hardest thing for me. As you know, we did the personality assessments, and I tested as a little bit of an extrovert. Okay. Which means I like that interaction. I like that feedback. I get a lot of that in class, and right now without feedback, it's kind of like, well, I'm just kind of walking in the dark here, and it's hard for me to know is what I'm doing effective, ineffective, wasted time. Just let me know if you got some feedback. Feel free to offer that, and you can do that at one of our Google meetings. I'm trying to streamline that process. This week, we're going to go 11 to 11:30 and 1:40 to 2. That's the AP psychology times. Last week, I did just an hour and a half. Like anybody just show up at any period of time. So this week, I'm trying to concentrate a little bit more. So AP psychology, world history, all have separate meeting times. Pop in, ask a question or two. I didn't get a whole lot of people last week joining, but when I did, they usually popped in, had about 3-4 questions for me, said hello, said goodbye, and then they went on their merry way. So those are our meeting times this week. And let's see here. What's going to be our Google Classroom tomorrow? Great question. Tomorrow I'm going to go over some of the notes. And I'll probably post the quizzes maybe by tomorrow or Wednesday. So again, most of the mods that we're going to be reviewing and the units we're going to review, I'm not going to do a whole lot of quizzes. I'll probably just make those optional because the AP exam is not multiple choice. And so we'll do more FRQs. But this week, because we are trying to get through this unit, we do have a quizzes, and I will post an FRQ for you as well. Also trying to streamline that process where, even at this point, a lot of you turned in your FRQ so long ago that the feedback that I'm going to provide isn't going to be super beneficial. So what I'm trying to do is when you submit your FRQ, you get immediate feedback. It can't grade your score. I can't do that automatically, but you submit, and I'll show you what a top-notch answer would look like. Hopefully that makes sense. So thanks for signing in. Thanks for joining. If you do have questions, please email or send a remind message, tweet at me at ntfuller11, or write a letter. Maybe you want to write a letter. That's fine too. And other than that, have a wonderful Monday, and we'll talk to you guys later.